Today we're going to look at brewing a bold oolong specifically from Taiwan. Have you ever received a sample or a gift from a friend that the brewing instructions are not included? Well, here is a few tips and my guidelines for how to brew that sample or gift. Hi, I'm Tanya from Cuppa Tea channel, the place for all those tea lovers and tea addicts to build your tea knowledge. As I mentioned, we're going to be looking at the Taiwanese bold oolong. That's there. Just go up a bit closer. Now this covers all the different oxidization levels, whether it's lightly oxidized as in a Jade oolong, or green oolong like from Alishan High Mountain, or whether it's been baked as in an amber oolong, or highly oxidized as well. This is a very general guideline for you. For me, with the bold oolongs, the most important aspect to remember is they must be allowed to open. They're going to open up quite a bit, because that's full leaf that has been rolled into those tiny balls, and they need room to expand and for the full flavour to be extracted. So my guidelines may be a little bit different to other people's guidelines that do shorter steeping times, but I just feel for me and the oolongs that I've tasted and what I have seen as well is that a longer first steeping time is pretty important to allow it to fully open up, and then you can go back to the shorter steeping times. So let's have a look at, once again, I'm going to show you my guideline there. I will provide a link to that below so you can download that for yourself if you like. So let's have a look at this. In this one, I'm going to measure it for you as well. So here we're using the 150 ml pot. Again, this is 9.5 grams that I've got here. But if you don't have scales around, that's not a problem. You can always go about a quarter, which is about a quarter full, to 1/5 to a quarter full of the teapot. So it's about 9 grams there, or 10 grams to 150 ml. I would always use, the teapot's of course been warmed, I would always use a high temperature on this oolong to help it to open up. Anything from 25 to 100 degrees, even if it's a green oolong, because I always say a quality tea is very forgiving. So now the first infusion is 1 minute, and we're going to time that now, and while we talk about that, we'll just double check. So your first infusion is 60 seconds, your second is 35 seconds, third is 45 seconds, your fourth is a minute, 60 seconds, and your fifth one is 1 minute and 20 seconds. So that's been a minute. Let's pour it and let's see the colour. As you saw, there was only a quarter of the teapot there, or actually it was more like a fifth of the teapot. And you can see this is a amber oolong that I have actually brewed up. It's really quite a full colour that has come out of there because it's been the full minute, and you can see how much those leaves have expanded even with the reflection from the window there. That is well and truly over half the teapot now. And I'll go in closer there as well. You can see that it's fully opened up, and you saw when it was boiled before. So that will open up a little bit more, and you can see how much that expands. I have always preferred for my boiled oolongs to do them in the teapot so they've got plenty of room, like I say, to expand. So we'll do another second infusion because once again, I'm going to be stacking these infusions. You don't have to, it's just something I do. I take the teapot away, put it beside me at the desk and just sip on it. This is working onto our third infusion, and you can see how much the leaves have truly opened up now. The stalks and everything are fully exposed. This one is for 45 seconds. Can you see? And you can see how much the leaves, it's not like they're swimming around. They're still very much crowded in there, but they have the room to expand, which I think is incredibly important. And you can see the colour of this infusion is still very bright and beautiful. So that's been the 45 seconds. Let's pour it. So that now on the fourth infusion, like coming up, so now coming up on your third infusion, that teapot is almost completely, that would be 3/4 full now. So let's go through those steeping times again. They are so let's go through the instructions again. It is about 10 grams per 150 ml pot, or I would say 1/5 to 1/4 of tea leaves in whatever size pot you're using. Your first infusion is 60 seconds. Your second infusion is 35 seconds. Third is 45 seconds. Your fourth is 60 seconds, and your final one is 120 seconds. So keep on brewing, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.